Over the years, there has been countless crossover fighting games. From Super Smash Bros., Tekken X Street Fighter, and everyone's favorite, Knuckles vs. Knuckles vs. Knuckles vs. Knuckles vs. Knuckles. While there's already loads out there, we feel there are countless of other franchises and studios that need to get on the action.
So, we thought we would...
You okay?
Yeah, to be honest, I'm not feeling very good. I think it was that expired milk I drank.
Oh gosh, you know what, to lighten up the mood, we're gonna add Bob from Bob's Bad Day at the bottom of this video. Bob will represent how Dexter is feeling, so when Bob goes green, we better be ready with that barf bag.
Can always use a bucket, like this one.
It doesn't matter, let's just do the video.
Dexter, we haven't said what the video's about yet.
Oh, alright, sorry. Oops.
So join us as we count down our top 5 crossover fighting games that should be made no matter what, cause they would be awesome to see.
That's a really long title.
Now, you can start the countdown.
Oops. Oh, sorry, Oh.
The Commodore Amiga was an underrated computer system that had tons of obscure and treasured games. However, much like the lost city of Atlantis, the Amiga has become forgotten, with only a select few gamers still around to speak of its greatness.
The Amiga had a large roster of exclusive games, including Pod, Brian the Lion, Super Frog, Turrican, and Rodland.
Rodland was on the other systems?
Whatever. While a lot of Amiga games did appear on other systems like James Pond 2 and Rodland.
That's the one?
Yes, most of them played and sounded better on the Amiga.
Anyway, the Amiga had a fun library of characters, and what better way to celebrate them and their history than putting them all into a fighting game?
A reunion, but not a friendly one. Robber and all-out fight to the death.
There's plenty of characters and content to please all types of Amiga fans. You can have Tam and Rit from Rodland, Zool, Gianna Sisters, the Guy from Gods, Super Frog, Lemmings, and Chalk Rock Jr. You can even throw in some guest fighters like Pac-Man, Bomberman, and...
Dr. Colossus!
One of the battle arenas could even be a maze from Bob's Bad Day, where the stage keeps spinning around and around and around as you juke it out, a bit like the hallway fight in Inception. Modes can include a Hall of Fame, where you can check out the history of each series, and even an adventure mode, which could be a bit like Subspace Emissary. What's so funny?
You're not saying it right.
Yeah, I am. Subspace Emissary.
Emissary.
Just get to the point.
Which could be a bit like the Subspace Emissary from Super Smash Bros. Brawl.
Seeing the Rodland cast roaming through Alien Breed and fighting monsters would be awesome.
Oh yes, I remember the alien from Alien Breed 2 on the title screen. Oh gosh, it used to scare me as a kid.
Does it still scare you now?
Well, let me have a look.
When PlayStation AllStars Battle Royale was first announced, it had the chance to be a really exciting fighting game. Sadly, the final game ended up being a missed opportunity. A Smash Bros. Clone that tried too hard to be different with the whole super move thing.
This led to it being very underwhelming. A game that deserved to be flung into the fires of Mount Erebus!
Add salt to the wound, there was no Crash Bandicoot, which for a PlayStation crossover game is against the law. On top of that, the game had too many characters who just, well, stood back and shot you.
This led to many matches where opponents would just stand to the side and blast you until they could get level 3 super. When this happened, you knew you were
coming down!
Personally, we think they should scrap the power-up to get KO's gimmick and just be a flat-out Smash Bros. Clone, where you beat up the character and then knock them out of the stage.
The character roster in the previous game was mostly fine, however now that Crash and Spyro have officially returned, there is no excuse not to have them included. On top of that, you could even have Spider-Man as a guest character. Everyone would love to have him, even J.K. Simmons.
I want Spider-Man!
The previous game was sorely lacking in modes, so you could include a story mode and a challenge mode. You could even include an All-Star mode where you battle icons from each era of PlayStation. From Croc and Lara Croft on the PS1, to Astro and Bunga from the play.
You could also have a stage.
What do you mean?
You can have a stage.
I don't know what he's talking about. You could also have levels that pay tribute to more obscure PlayStation games like Cooler World. In this stage, you might accidentally touch a drug, which causes the level to get all trippy and makes it harder to focus.
Oh no, not again.
Wayford is an amazing studio who have produced many great games from established franchises like DuckTales to original properties like Shantae. I feel the studio has created enough exclusive characters to warrant their own crossover fighting game. I think even Knuckles would approve.
Approved!
The game would include Shantae, the River City Girls, Patricia Wagon from Mighty Switch Force, the Boy and His Blob, and even Scrooge McDuck as a guest fighter. On top of that, you could even have Michael Keaton playing Batman, dubbed by Tom Hanks.
What are you? I'm Batman!
I feel Wayford are creative enough to produce their own type of fighting game that doesn't end up being a Smash Bros. Clone. Maybe they could go the Sonic Battle route. Is it route? Route?
Route if you're American, but we're like a mixture.
Well, they could do that and produce a 32-bit fighter with character sprites fighting in a 3D space.
Or maybe everything is brought to life in beautiful 2D animation. You know, a bit like Skullgirls, Battle for Atlas.
Battle for Atlas?
That's what they call it, isn't it? Skullgirls Battle for Atlas.
No, it's not.
Well, wait, what uses the Battle for Atlas subtitle then?
I don't know. Are you sure you're okay, Mr. DexterMorri?
Each character could also have their own sets of challenges based around their personality. So you could have Scrooge protecting his money bin from zombies, or the River City Girls saving their boyfriends before the lunch break is over. Like a packet of Starburst, there could be so much variety to choose from.
But Starburst only has like 5 flavors though.
Oh, Starburst.
Oh no, Dexter!
Have you ever had a dream where Mr. Incredible fought Mickey Mouse in a supermarket?
I did twice.
Oh.
Because of that, I think we should have a Disney vs. Pixar fighting game in the style of Marvel vs. Capcom.
Each studio has a rich history of animated classics, providing plenty of excellent source material. You could have an almost endless selection of fighters and stages to rival Smash Bros. Ultimate. Want to see Genie fight George Sanderson in the Cave of Wonders?
Oh!
How about Pocahontas fighting Goofy in the Beast's Castle?
Oh, yes, please!
You could make everyone's dream come to life in true Disney fashion, watching their favorite characters fight each other to the death.
You can have the usual assortment of modes like arcade, versus, and survival. A mode which has now sadly been removed in most fighting games today. I don't know why. Why?
Well, I can actually explain that because basically...
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
I'm wearing blue socks.
You can throw in some new ideas too, like Awards Showdown mode, where characters lose their awards and must fight each other in a tournament to win their awards back. It'll be an intense fight, like that time Ricky Gervais fought for his Emmy back from Steve Carell.
Where is it? Yes, you have. Stop. Yes, you have. Yes, you have. Give me it. Give me the Emmy. Give me the Emmy. Give me the Emmy. Give me it. Give me the... Thank you.
Like Scrooge McDuck himself, Disney has enough money to make this game a reality.
Arguably though, Disney might not want to make this game because not only are they stepping away from game development, but they probably don't want to see their beloved characters beat the crap out of each other.
Ah, but you know what I say to that? I say...
Silence, you funny fool!
I mean, we're just talking about the animated characters here. I mean, you could have the Marvel characters, you could have Star Wars too. I mean, why stop there? You could even add Mary Poppins.
Ah, went in my hand.
To be honest, I'm surprised this one hasn't happened yet. Just like Nintendo, Sega have many iconic characters, like Sonic, Knights, and Billy Hatcher. I mean, that's just to name a few.
In many ways, Sega are like the DC Comics, with Sonic being Batman and Vector Man being the Martian Manhunter. Meanwhile, Nintendo are like Marvel, with Mario being Iron Man and Link being Black Widow.
Like a reliable local chippy, Sega has proven with the likes of Sega AllStars Racing and Sega Tennis that their crossovers work and sell well.
Granted, they're probably riding off the back of Sonic, but no, we cannot believe that. Anyway, I think it's time Sega made their own crossover fighting game.
It'll be so epic, like can you imagine it? Yeah. Sega's catalog of IPs is massive. You can have Sonic, ToeJam and Earl, Rystar, Asher from Monster World 4, Knights, Vector Man, and so many others. You can even include our friend Jim as a special guest.
Oh, he's one groovy worm.
You would have the expected modes like arcade, versus, and survival. However, you could also have a showdown mode where you fight all the characters at the same time. A bit like a Jackie Chan movie.
A Sega fighting game is a no-brainer. So what are you waiting for, Sega? Get in touch with Sumo Digital and get them to make the damn thing. And the best part is... well, get the bag! Get the bag!
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message. I love you.